to say you gotta know somebody, oh know somebody to get somewhere these days. To say you know that's alright, yeah that's alright, cause you know that's alright with me. Yeah you know that's alright, yeah that's alright, cause you know that's alright.
Technically speaking, if I'm listing your commercial building, he ain't taking your property off the market till this guy shows us a bank account. This guy shows us he's got the money. Otherwise, that property's no way coming off the market. Dimitri, you have a question?
I own the property right behind you on Light Road. If you know anybody, it's 8,300 square feet. I want to sell it. I want to move it.
You own a property on Vite Road right behind that you're selling?
Yeah, it's my property. I want to sell it.
How much? Your number?
About 950,000.
Well, you should come give me a call because I'm collecting buildings in that neighborhood.
Yeah. That's why I figured I'd ask you.
Yeah, I'll say, I'll give you $1 million, it's easy.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
good property.
The only downside to doing business with me is that you're gonna have to negotiate with Jeremy.
I did that deal very creative and it made it work. I don't know if you know Jack Miller. You probably know Jack.
Which Jack?
He owns Public Savings Bank.
Not that.
But I did a deal with him on that bank, on that building, very creative. So I'm open to creative, you know. I want to move it, you know.
Well, let's talk. You know, I'm over
We'll
there.
talk.
I'm a block away from you all the time.
Yeah, we'll talk.
I'd love to come over and see it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if I'm not interested, I can maybe help you move it or something. You
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons that Jeremy and I want to start doing this meeting is, you know, we just wanna start having regular meetings with people who are really into this business and figure out ways that we can all help each other because we can't do it all alone. Our phones are ringing all day long and we get leads from people and ideas from all over the place, from new investors who call us up and go, I think I got a deal, I don't know how to get it done, if you like it, maybe we come in and partner with you, you never know what can happen. So, we gotta stick together, right? There's nowhere you can go,
It's a lonely business.
It is.
Yeah, it is lonely.
and a lot of us have the same kind of problems. I mean, being equity rich and cash poor isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Not good at all. I've been there. Believe
Yeah,
me.
a lot of us have. I mean, and the problems that people in this room have gone through or may go through. Yeah.
There's a lot of experience here. You know, guys got close and fell, women got close, they're coming back. There's a lot of education here you don't get in school.
This would be like a RIA meeting, Real Estate Anonymous.
You can't-
Hello, my name is Phil and I'm
Yeah.
addicted to real estate.
Yeah, I lost my shirt in '82.
Well, people say to me all the time, well, why don't you get into this? And why don't you get into this? Dude, I'm addicted to real estate. What the hell more you need to know? This is my business, okay?
I want to sell energy.
Phil, what happened to Vladimir? No, did he pass or is he still alive or?
He's around.
Cool.
He's back and,
He
him
didn't
and
say
I
in the
just-
book when he got real sick, I thought, oh, tell me this guy here.
He didn't die. Him and I just bid on a building on the boulevard,
Cool.
right at the corner of Grant and the Boulevard. We drove people crazy. We drove them absolutely nuts. I mean, we have yet to, you know, this deal was listed right at the corner of Grant and the Boulevard. It's like adjacent from that large medical office building. Right, so, yeah, what's the car count? What was it, 110,000 cars a day driving by this building?
Easy.
Right, so the building was, it's 110,000 cars, the same side as where the Olive Garden is. And the building was listed for sale for $3.5 million, 2 years. Nobody moved. They reduced the price to $2.5 million. So they had a bunch of people looking at it that were willing to pay 2.2, 2.3 million for it. But these were all like big corporations, okay? And their contingencies were, hey, we're going to give you 2.2 million for the building, but it's going to be contingent upon us getting the approval to knock this building down and build a Walgreens or whatever they were building, okay? And I had a use for it just to rent it out as office space. I was going to make like another Executive Suites out of it. So I came in and me and Vlad, I brought in Vlad to support me because he was going to be the financing for it. And we just drove him nuts. To make a long story short, what happened was we said, we're not playing your game. You're going to do it the way we want to do it. The way we want to do it is this. You're going to go to your board of all these guys who own the building. You're going to come back to us with one number, and we're going to say yes or no. So he finally comes back to us with a number of $1,875,000. Okay? So we then take like 3 weeks to make up our mind, just to drive him crazy, you know? come back and I go, okay, the numbers, we'll buy the building for 1.4 million. He goes, but you said, give us the number and you'll say yes or no. I said, yeah, this is my way of saying no. It's 1.4 million. Make a long story short, we didn't get the building. We did, yeah, there was a tax thing. They were trying to close the deal before the end of the year because they were afraid Obama was gonna raise the capital gains tax, so we figured that was worth at least $100,000 to them. But, basically what happened was.
You would've got that building if
Yeah.
Obama raised capital gains, you would've got.
So we didn't get it, but truth is that if I couldn't get it for 1.4 million, I didn't want it. So somebody did buy it, supposedly. The signs are still out front. If you call the listing agent, Mr. Slickfish, it's oh yeah, Phil, there's lots of activity, lots of activity. I have a feeling that, I'll be buying that building or bidding on that building,
For less.
or
It
just
started at
bothering
3
the
million?
realtor.
It started at 3 million and you came
It
down.
started at 3.5 million
3.5,
2 years ago.
Now
When the
6%.
deal blows up, call me.
Right, yeah, so the deal supposedly now is about to settle, it's very solid, lots of activity, 2.1 million, we'll see, maybe they do, cool, great, whatever, cause I don't want it at 2.1 million, so who cares? But it's fun, man, to do that stuff, you learn so much, even from the deals that don't happen, you know, we try to look at a commercial piece at least once every couple of weeks, you know, Justin, the guy sitting next to you, he found a great deal that he told me about, and it was in Quakertown. And the township now owns the building. And I went up there and, you know, I made him a couple of different offers, and, you know, they said, get out of here, you're crazy, we won't do this. Okay, I'll be back.
Still vacant.
Yeah. Oh, you know it's still vacant, nobody's buying that
Well, they just gotta raise tax money to pay the interest.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have some fun. I don't recommend buying commercial real estate right now unless you have a use for the building. But I do recommend calling the signs, going out, having some fun, talking to people. What the hell's the worst thing that's gonna happen? I used to drive my wife absolutely crazy. Oh, I gotta stop and go look at this building right now. Well, what is it? It's a $5 million office building. What the hell are you looking at a $5 million office building? We don't have any money. Don't worry about that. I'll work that out later. But it's fun, and you meet people, you learn things, you know. I've looked at every damn commercial building on Street Road, on York Road, on 611, within, 5 miles of where I live. You know, when you're driving down the street, you're looking at the hot young girls walking around. I'm looking at the buildings. Check that baby out. Wow.
Yeah, but now you know your market
The
from
network
doing that,
of
right?
contacts that you build. I mean, when you're calling, you're building contacts.
Yeah.
You talk to a person twice, you call them about 2 buildings, and that one's not for me, that one's not for me. Pretty soon, you're like, hey, hey, Bob, it's Phil.
Or they're
You know,
calling you.
Yeah, or they
Yeah,
call you.
they'll call you.
That's
Yeah.
just making those connections and the learning experience.
There's a deal that I bought it, then I backed out of it, then I bought it again, then I backed out of it again. This has been going on for like 3 years now, right? And I keep calling the listing agent cause he gave it to a listing agent, and I call him every once in a while, just, hey, what's up? And it's always the same old story, there's tons of activity, yet, I don't even see a car in that parking lot for years. I checked the sheriff's sale list looking for that building, okay? It's gonna pop up somewhere, and the longer it sits, the more the guy sweats, the more he suffers, the better deal I'm gonna get.
Price goes down.
So you might find something that you're really, really interested in, and it might take you years to get it, but it'll be worth it, maybe it won't, you'll have a good story in the end. What's it cost you? A couple hours of your time, you go learn something.
Cup of coffee and some experience.
Sure. Well, I don't know about you guys, I'm ready to go over to Bertucci's and get a cold one.
Is there really, and again, this is like the third part of the meeting, is going over to networking, so we're gonna just go over there and, and I don't even know if they know we're coming, but.
They don't know we're coming, but we better get over there soon before they close the bar.
So you guys wanna do this again? You think it's valuable?
Vamos, por eso no hay de canto, ni de nada.